The Miami Heat returned from the All-Star break on Friday to start the final 23 games before the postseason. Let's explore some of the biggest stories heading into the home stretch below. This is the news channel you want to follow. Here we will bring you the main updated news about the Miami Heat. To not miss any video, subscribe to this channel. Can Miami get off to a good start? Miami is estimated to have the 8th toughest remaining schedule per Tankathon, with 6 of their first 10 games against current playoff teams, including 2 each against the red-hot Philadelphia 76ers and Cleveland Cavaliers. While the Heat have yet to face Philly, they are 5-4 against the rest of the top 4 in the East and are 13-13 against teams above .500, so they haven't fared too poorly. However, Miami is just a half game ahead of the New York Knicks for the 6th and final non-play-in spot and 2.5 back of the newly discovered Brooklyn Nets, whom they lost to before the All-Star break. A strong start to stay out of the play-in is crucial, and it begins with the Giannis Antetokounmpo-less Milwaukee Bucks on Friday. How is the starting lineup looking? With the addition of Kevin Love, a significant question arises: will the starting lineup change? If so, how? It is expected that it will eventually change to a starting frontcourt of Love Bam. Love offers floor spacing, rebounding, and playmaking in multiple facets that can boost a Heat offense that ranks among the bottom 5 in the league. Love has only started 7 games over the last 2 seasons, primarily coming off the bench for the Cleveland Cavaliers in place of prodigy Evan Mobley alongside Jarrett Allen. In Miami, Love was expected to edge out Caleb Martin, who is 6 feet tall and playing out of position, respectfully. Martin has admirably filled the role, all things considered, but he's not a long-term answer for the position. Love has dealt with injuries, averaging 8.5 points and 6.8 rebounds in 20.0 minutes per game, but would almost certainly have a larger role in Miami. This would end up opening up a gap for the Heat, but they also have another, slight, question mark at the point guard spot between Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry, with the former appearing to be the current favorite. What is Kyle Lowry's role? Speaking of Lowry, what will his role be going forward? The South Florida Sun-Sentinel's Ira Winderman reported on Thursday that Lowry will remain away indefinitely, after it was previously reported that he would return in March at some point. That still could be true, but the Heat do not have a definitive answer at the moment. Lowry, who is dealing with a knee issue, has missed the team's last 6 games before the All-Star break and was unproductive for the past 2 months when healthy. The biggest cloud surrounding Lowry's future is whether he would accept a bench role behind Gabe Vincent, the presumptive starting point guard, moving forward. Lowry would theoretically have the ball in his hands more often than with the first unit, being able to create and set up the offense more in tune with his skill set. While there is still uncertainty about how large of a role he would realistically have going forward, even if that question may have been indirectly answered by the additions of Love and Zeller for their 2 final spots on the roster. Does Love's thumb injury affect his shooting? How does Love's broken thumb on his shooting hand, suffered last November, affect his game? In his 15 games before the injury, he averaged 11.3 points while shooting 40.9% from three-point range, 5.9 attempts. In the 26 games post-injury,